investors, I am Hemant Desai from Concept Invest Well. Today we are going to talk about investing well. What is investing well? Investing is a verb and well is an adjective. So when we consider investing and do it well, it is considered as investing well. Investment is an art as well as science. To the extent that we need to be logical and analytical, it is a science of investing. And in investing, one needs to be imaginative and also try to visualize. In that context, it is art. So combination of the two, art as well as science, can make investing well. Yes, I have conveyed to you there are different options of investment. My colleague Navid and Siddharth will explain these options in details.
Hello investors, I am Navid Virani and I head the research department at Concept Invest Well. Our topic for discussion for today is debt investments. As you know, has the ability to provide you regular income. But before investing in these instruments, you must be completely clear about the regular income needs. But before investing in debt instruments, an investor has to be absolutely clear about his regular income needs so that he or she is able to park sufficient funds in debt investments. This should be the first step of your financial planning process. Don't rely on volatile asset classes like equity for your regular income. Equity assets should only be looked at from a perspective of wealth creation and not from the perspective of regular income generation. Investors often confuse the highest interest-bearing debt instrument as the best debt instrument for investment. But this analysis is not true. Debt, as you must know, is like lending money to somebody. And when you lend your money to somebody, what is the most important aspect to look for? You guessed it right. It's the debt repayment capacity of the borrower. So, the bottom line for debt investment is safety comes before returns. Another crucial aspect of financial planning which investors often overlook is the need for a contingency fund. Contingency fund, as the name itself suggests, is to meet your unforeseen needs. It is very important to understand that this contingency fund needs to be kept in the least volatile and the most liquid asset class, preferably cash. Our next topic for discussion is real estate. Real estate is a very well accepted and a very well understood asset class, at least in India, for a simple reason that real estate in the past has given extremely positive returns. But this does not mean that investors should park their 100% wealth in real estate, for a simple reason that past performance of any asset class does not guarantee future outperformance. And diversification is extremely necessary. When we talk about real estate, it's preferable to own your house and your workplace, as it gives you a sense of security. Real estate, as we know, is a high-ticket asset, and investors have to shell out a lot of money to purchase real estate. Sometimes investors become greedy for capital appreciation and take on excessive debt to fund their real estate investments. But investments by their nature has to be funded by excessive cash flows and not by debt funding, because debt funding can backfire for an investor during stress times as the one which we recently saw in the form of COVID-19. So the bottom line is one has to fund their investments through their external cash flows and not through debt. Real estate investors often overlook to evaluate the titles and the rights of the properties in which they are investing. But this comes to haunt them in the long term if the seller from which they have purchased the property is a fraud. It's very important for an investor to understand and evaluate the rights and the titles of the property. If one is able to evaluate these rights him or herself, it is advisable to take expert advice for the same. Real estate, just like debt instruments, have the ability to provide you regular income. But it is a well-known fact, and I'll repeat that point here, to maintain your property well. A well-maintained property is able to attract tenants very quickly, and the owner is able to generate the full potential of that property.
In addition to investing well, I have two more suggestions. One, keep your investment simple. If you invest in too many titles, in too many options, you will get confused that where is your investment, what is your investment, and how to take care of it. So keep less titles and less options, and invest in such a way that you can keep a track of that investment. Next is records. Keep proper records of all your investments. Accounting. Do proper accounting. And finally, file your income tax returns. So these are also important parts of investment. We have talked about investing well. We have talked about what is right and what is wrong in investing. We have talked about asset allocations and pros and cons of different options. We have also talked about monitoring. For all these doing well, better, you need a good investment advisor. Investment advisor on one hand understand you well, and on another hand he knows what is the options of investment and which options would suit you better. When you combine these two, you can do very good investment and over a period of time create your wealth. All the best.